Hello and welcome here. This is Amalia from Garden of Designs, and today we are making Orca dolls. Let's start this tutorial by talking about our fabrics. We like using minky because it is so soft and it's just a little bit stretchy and it helps with stuffing. So you can see here we are preparing the fabrics. We like to cut everything by size. You also saw us taking the fabric out of a Ziploc bag. This is because we like to keep all the fluff inside the bag so it doesn't fly away in our workshop. We are making both boy and girl Orca dolls, so plenty of fabrics to be prepared. Also for the clothes, we use fleece for the clothes. Usually we use fleece because it's non-frame material and it doesn't need hemming, and it's very good and suited for this kind of projects or in the hoop clothes. We like to start by making the legs. It does the contour. We place our fabric on and then we do the legs, the applique for the shoes. You can see here contouring the applique. Then we cut it out on the top part. Then we put applique for the applique part of the shoe. So here you can see. Then we cut out everything. And now it does the decorative stitching, the satin stitch and other decorative stitching for the shoes. And then we will place a fabric, another minky piece for the back of the shoes. And after this it will be another piece for the back of the legs. And the legs are almost done. We are preparing for the next part. We just cut them out, turn them inside out and put them aside. You can see we already made the hands and we are cutting out the legs and then the hands. Hands are very easy, just two pieces of fabrics together. Take the stabilizer off. We use tearaway stabilizer for this purpose, and now we turn them inside out and put them aside for the next steps. Next we are making the fin for the Orca. We do the placing stitches, then put a piece of felt over it and a piece of fabric. We are making two fins at the same time because we are making two dolls. Here you can see we put another piece for the back of the fin, do the final stitching, and then we take them out of the hoop, tear away the stabilizer and cut them out and turn them inside out. The felt helps the fin stay up straight. Now that we have all the accessories done, we're ready to start on the body of the doll, and here you can see it makes the head and then the body. Place the big piece of fabric for the whole body and do the tack down stitch so it holds it in place. You may want to use some tape, especially if you have a one needle machine. Definitely use some tape. Here we put the applique for the head, for the top part of the head, and then the eyes, the applique fabric for the eyes, also on top of that. Stitch it down, and then of course take it out and cut around the applique. Make sure to cut as close as you can to the trim, but making sure not to cut it all the way, and leave the top and the side parts over there, and of course clean your work before adding the wash away film on top, so the embroidery does not sink into your project. You can see here we tape it down to secure it and keep it in place so nothing gets dragged while embroidering. And now it does the decorative stitches. It starts with the teeth, and it will also do the eyes and all the other decorative stitches. Here you can see the other doll. As I said, we're making 2 of them, so the process begins all over again. We always make them in pairs. So again, putting the front fabric on and stitching it down so it stays in place. Now we put the applique fabric for the top of the head. For this one we used blue, and then of course the eyes are next. You can see here it does a stitch, so it will guide you where to place the fabric for the eyes. Make sure they are covered. Also for this step you may want to use some tape if you have a 1 needle machine. And now we cut away the excess fabric from around the eyes and from the bottom part of the head, from the mouth. Of course, clean up little details, do some touch up, and place the water soluble film on top of it. Stick it down with some tape. And move on to do the decorative embroidery for this part also. So the face is almost over. The eyes are the last part that is done for this. I really like seeing this machine move so fast. I wish it would move so fast in real life. Now the little white dots on the eyes, and then we are all done with this part, and we can take off the water soluble tape. Be careful not to take all the doll out of the hook. Just carefully peel away the foil and put it back on the machine. So it does a stitch that shows you where to place the fin. You place it there and then sew it down. Also the placement stitches for the legs, make sure to put them like you see in this video. Stitch them down, then fold them so they do not get caught up in the neck when doing the final step. We use tape for this part because of the bulk inside. You may want to use more tape and slow down your machine for this step, so it doesn't get your project all screwed up, I guess. Then you take everything off and you start cutting and cutting all the way around. You like to cut close, but pay very much attention not to cut it all the way through. Here you can see us remove the stabilizer. As I mentioned, it's a tearaway stabilizer, so it comes off easily. Then you can use the hole left to take out and turn it inside out. And there you have it, it is ready for stuffing. The next part, we're making the clothes. You can see here we are making the t-shirt for the Orca boy. After doing a contour placing stitch, you place the fabric and then it does a contour for the t-shirt, and then you put the applique fabric for the neckline, trim it as close as you can, and also the applique fabric for the decorative part on the belly of the Orca. And cut. This is a little bit tricky, especially if you're making the smaller version, but it will look so nice if you manage to do it. And then it does the satin stitch for these appliques. And of course the decorative stitches on the sleeves. For this you may want to use non-fray fabric. As you can see, there's no setting stitch. And then you place the back fabric and take it out. Now you do the same for the pants. Here you can see the placing line. You place a piece of fleece or any non-fray fabric really. And after the contouring, it will do the appliques for the patches on the knees. You need to cut them out. Use non-fray materials, as this part also does not have satin stitch. And now it does the decorative stitches over there and on the other knee. And then it will continue to do the decorative stitching for the pants. You can see it makes pockets, and now it does the belt area. Now it's all done. We place the backing fabric. If you use printed fabric, you want to put it right side down. And it does the final stitching, and now you can cut them out. Be very careful at this step. Take away the stabilizer and turn them inside out. The pants are done, and now do the same for the t-shirt. also do a cut in the back of the t-shirt, so it will be easier to get the doll dressed. So there you have it. Outfit is ready. Now let's make the dress for the girl Orca. We used this fabric, the same as we used for her shoes. This is jersey fabric. It has like 3D texture to it. So again, we're measuring the fabric and cutting everything to size. Then we use adhesive spray on our tearaway stabilizer, put the fabric for the front of the dress and put it to our machines to do the contour, and then it does the applique for the neck area. You cut it and then you put it back on the machine for the satin stitching, and then it will go on and do the applique for the pockets. It will do a placing stitch, and then you will place the fabric on, and then you will have to cut it out. Make sure to align the edge of your non-fray fabric to the top part of the pockets. You can see here it still does the decorative stitches for the dress. The bottom part has a very cute decorative stitch. It looks like snowflakes and is on a zigzag pattern. So the bottom part of this dress is a zigzag. And you can see here, like I said, the pockets. We align the top part, the top edge of the fabric with the pockets, and then we cut around and put it back on the machine for the satin stitch. And place the back of the dress, and it's all done. This is the same dress that it can be used for American Girl doll. We have it resized for that kind of doll, so this applies to that doll also. We cut out the dress, remove the tearaway stabilizer and turn it inside out and do a stitch. You can see here us placing on a doll, like an American doll, but it also goes on the Orca dolls. And here they are. Thank you all for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you make your dolls, your Orca dolls or any other of our dolls. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video with your embroider friends. Thank you all. See you in our Facebook group, and let's have some more fun doing embroidery. Bye!